Boy, I just caught another catfish. He ain't real big. I'm set up on a sandbar to camp for a couple of days on the river. I wasn't going to be here today. I was going to be somewhere else, but it didn't work out. I went and launched my boat about 4 miles north of my house this morning on a smaller body of water that runs into this river. But that thing up there was shallow. It was real shallow. I was going to go down about a mile where another big creek comes into that river, and I was going to camp right there and fish for a couple of days. But it was just too shallow to go anywhere. I had to get out, pull the boat a couple of times, got hung up on logs a couple of times, and I got to thinking if that river dropped any more in the next couple of days from the level that it is right now, I'd have had a hard time getting back to the truck. So anyway, I went back and loaded up and came down here. This is where I've been fishing for a couple of years now. I've never camped right here on this particular sandbar, but it's nice. It's got a big willow tree over it like the other one. It's shady. Now this afternoon the sun's going to shine in here and it'll get hot. But anyway, I'm going to fish here for a couple of days and see how that goes. It's been about 4 weeks since I was here. Last time I was here I was with 4 good friends downriver. We fished for a couple of days and had a good trip. Caught some really nice catfish, a giant turtle, and well, that was on my last video. Those of you who watched it know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the river's fine. It's really good looking, beautiful, and I'm going to fish and hopefully catch something. I'm in the shade and it's hot. It's real hot. I've been working the last 2 weeks in this heat. It's been pretty tough, but I've been able to handle it. I got a late start down here today. I already told y'all what happened this morning. I've been fishing for 30-40 minutes. I fished right over there in some deep water. This is not quite as deep. I'm using a Berkeley blood bait made for catfish. A buddy of mine gave me a little bag of them. I haven't got any kind of bites at all yet. I need to get this rod right here and get a piece of chicken on it and see if that's what they want. I hope they want something. Got a turtle on here, I think. Yeah. Imagine that, a turtle. I'll go ahead and tie me a limb line right here. I'll come back later this afternoon and take it. been a terrible day on the river. I hadn't caught anything. Caught that one turtle. I've thrown spinner baits trying to catch some brim to put on limb lines. Nothing. I've been feeding little catfish, my chicken. I don't know, man. It hasn't been a good day. I'm feeding one right now. And peck, 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 peck. Like I said earlier, I just fed little ones today. Caught one turtle. Never caught a fish. Pitiful. I had high hopes to catch some brim today to put on lines tonight, or at least something that I could have cut up for cut bait. Nothing. I got 4 limb lines back up the river. I baited them with chicken. I don't expect nothing out of that. I'm getting a bite on my rod right there right now. Probably another little one. Probably about that long. Yeah, that's going to be good. It ain't much, so I'm going to have a couple pieces of bread with it, and it'll be fine. It's the old moon up there. It's about half full almost. Listen to the night creatures. About to check these lines I had baited last night. I'm not expecting anything. All I had on there was chicken. Usually something eats that right off, turtles or something else. I'm pulling up to the first limb. I don't see it shaking. There's nothing on there. Go ahead and bait these lines once this way. Hung a little bass. Oh yeah, look at there. Awesome. He's a small one. Just let him go. I finally got a decent catfish. Yeah, sure do. Yeah, finally. That's a decent one right there. Swallowed my hook though, way down in there. See if I can get this out of here. I ain't gonna get that one. That's probably 1.5 pounds. Decent fish. Got a little small catfish. We'll fry that one up whole. The fishing has been pretty pitiful. I got 2 catfish down there in a bucket that I'm about to go clean. I had to work real hard to get those 2. Caught a little small bass this morning. That was fun, but I mean, I let him go. He was real small. I don't know. Sometimes you come to the river and it's gorgeous and it just don't happen. It ain't happening right now. But I'm camping on the river and that's a good thing. I'm enjoying it. I just caught another catfish. He ain't very big, but he's one we can skin and fry whole. So that's what we're going to do. Something on here. I think it's a turtle though. Yeah, this is going to be a turtle. Good gosh. Feels like a big one. Ain't terribly big. Got a catfish on, I think. Oh boy. All right. Another one we can fry whole. Well, today wasn't a complete bust. I got up this morning early, went checked my limb lines. I didn't catch anything on those. I didn't figure that I was going to. All I had was chicken to bait them with last night, and that don't stay on the hook long. Things get it off, turtles and whatever. But I thought I'd get here yesterday and catch some brim and things to put on my limb lines, but I never did. Fishing was terrible yesterday. Today was a little better. I caught 3 bass today, but they were small. I put them all back. I caught 4 catfish. One was about 2.5 pounds. I got it filleted. The other 3 were whole frying size, about like that. About the size you get in a restaurant. So I got 4 catfish in the ice chest. And I took the carcasses, the belly meat and all kinds of carcass material from the catfish. And I got them on the limb lines tonight, plus chicken. So the limb lines are baited up better tonight. So maybe I'll catch something on those. But this is Friday evening. Quite a few people came to the river today, and one guy was up putting limb lines out 20 feet from where I had limb lines. So what do you do, man? Whatever. At least he had yellow flag and mine was orange. But anyway, I don't think they're here for the night, and I am. I'll be up at daylight, and I'll get to check my lines before they can check my lines for me. I think that happened to us down here 4 weeks ago when me and my buddies were here camping, where we caught the big fish way down the river, there were some people that camped right there that night, that Friday night, and I think they checked our lines for us Saturday morning. I can't be positive, but we didn't have any fish down there, and we should have had 3 or 4 at least. But anyway, that's just people. And I'm not even going to cook nothing tonight. Last night I had pork chops, and they weren't any good at all. Tonight I'm going to eat a sandwich and hit the sack. I'm beat. It was hot today. I don't know where y'all are at, but down here in South Mississippi, it's done got hot already this year. It was 97 here today. Tomorrow is supposed to be 100. But anyway, I'm going to get up and run my lines in the morning and rod and reel fish a little bit. And then probably around noon, I'm going to head out of here. But I've had a good time. Got enough fish for supper. If I don't catch any more, I got enough for supper for me and my family. But I need 2 or 3 more to be able to go back for seconds. I really had high hopes for this one right here. I had a live bait on this one. There's nothing on there, my bait's gone. That's the first piece of bait that was gone. Well, I caught nothing on my limb lines. Now, I didn't have but 6 set out, but I should have caught something. I had 1 piece of live bait on a line. I was really hoping for that one, but my bait was gone. I didn't catch anything there either. So I'm going to rod and reel fish for a little bit and hopefully catch a couple more. And I got to go home. I'm getting a bite right now, but it's going to be one of them little small ones. But those small ones that are just the right size to fry whole, I love those things. And usually when I go to a catfish place right up from my house, that's what I get, whole catfish. And these that I've been cleaning to fry whole are about that size, and I love them cooked like that. So 2 or 3 more of those would be pretty nice. Almost got a bait. I'm beginning to think I wasn't going to catch a fish at all this morning, but I got another eater. Awesome. Yes, that is awesome. Alright, I went up the river, run out of bait, so it's time to pack my camp up and go home. I've enjoyed it. Nice 2 days. It was hot, but still I enjoyed it. I got 4 catfish in the ice chest. 3 of them are whole catfish, and the other one's filleted. So tonight we're going to have fried catfish and grilled deer backstrap. I'm looking forward to that because I've been eating sandwiches and stuff the last couple of days. I'm pretty hungry. So anyway, all of you folks that watched my last video and all of you new subscribers, I sure do appreciate it. I thank you. And I'll catch y'all hopefully in a couple of weeks. I got to go back to work next week. And when I get done with that job, I got another short job, and then I'm going to be somewhere on the river fishing. So anyway, see y'all then. As I said earlier, we're going to have grilled backstrap and fried catfish tonight. My version of surf and turf. And then get your charcoal laid out like this. I'm gonna let this get really hot. And right before I put my deer meat on, I'm gonna raise this grate right here. Put a piece of oak in there and let it start smoking. Once it starts smoking, I'm gonna lay that deer meat in there about 2 minutes and 10 seconds on each side. And then it's ready to eat. Take it inside, let it rest for about a minute, and then eat it. I found that you don't want to let deer meat get cold. You want to eat it while it's hot. The colder it gets, the tougher it gets. So this is the way I do it. Y'all do it ever how you're used to doing it. But this turns out good. I'll take that deer meat, get it cut up, put it in a Ziploc bag. I put Worcestershire, Tony, Chacharees, and black pepper in there. And let it set for 2 or 3 hours in the refrigerator. And then put it on here on a scalding hot fire. You want it really hot, so that it cooks quick and thorough, and it is fantastic stuff. Anyway, we'll do that in a minute. That's my deer meat. Been soaking in these juices for a little while. I got 10 pieces in here. There's 4 of us, so that's 2.5 pieces each. And it's never enough, but we just usually eat this as an appetizer. And I'll be putting it on here in just a minute. The grill is at 450 degrees now. I like it to get about 500 degrees. And then I'll put a piece of wood on there and let it get to smoking, and then put this meat on. I just spent 2 minutes, 10 seconds. The video messed up when I put it on here. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I've had it on here for 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Turning it all over. This will be coming off a couple more minutes. Alright, that ought to be good. Drop one on the fire. Caveman style right there. There we go. I eat mine with tiger sauce. I don't know if y'all have ever tried that. It's sweet and spicy, and it is some kind of good. All right, there's my catfish right there. I got 4. All right, there's my catfish right there. I got 4 whole catfish. Got 1 fillet, and I got the backbone that came off of this right here. So even though my breading is supposed to be spiced a little bit, I still spice this stuff with Tony's and black pepper. Not a whole lot, just a little. I'll fry these whole catfish first. They'll take longer than this, and I just use a toothpick. Poke that toothpick in. When it goes in and out, slides in and out without any resistance, they're done. I don't use a whole lot of oil. You use enough oil to put these in that covers it, then when they float, they're ready. Probably going to do a couple at a time. I don't know. We'll see. This oil ought to be hot enough. Oh yeah. I can get another one in there. Good looking stuff right there. Now for those of you, when you catch catfish or get catfish and you fillet them, if you don't save that backbone right there, you're missing out on a delicacy. And there we go. Don't that look good? It's gonna be.